Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taralaro. He was the Amazing Ninetales. What's this? You best explain yourself, Justice Dono. From where you derive such a far-fetched conclusion? Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales. But she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise.
Silence!
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly similar in physical build and voice. The little scampers seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? And anyone speaking through a mask could naturally sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. And a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. His case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and aldermen were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. His entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. And the scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then... the person who said, I killed Alderman QB was... Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence!
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering.
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time, you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Urgh. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and the mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber. Oh, so the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... Right, it was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. Second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenma Taro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks. He gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence!
This absurd theory of the work requires the defendant to be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed in pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales. This is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except the killer is insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent LaBelle more than that qualifies. Foolish mortal, is your own peril that you forget who I am. Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinx, you'll be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Temma is not the Amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? That's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Temma Taro right here and now. What? Why you would dare reveal the secret? My good friend, the alderman, told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions now, would it? Truth behind Temma Taro? What's he talking about? So, go ahead. Say it! Say, I am the Amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? Mayor Temma will do anything to keep the truth behind Temma Taro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village of superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you expose the truth. Alright, I won't have a mockery because of some nonsense you made up. So what now, Justice Stoner? About the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Hello! Don't you dare give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. Girl, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is a cornerstone of this case. I might just have to split this video somewhere. You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not? Amazing Ninetales' true identity. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind that Temma Taro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. That's right, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Demi-Ami Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? Oh, we all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Because we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. Then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. If he admits it, LaBelle's gonna expose the secret behind Temma Taro. Ugh, we're so close. I know it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Amazing Ninetales. Alright, Ninetales is not Mayor Temma.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. I know you used this mask to create this illusion of the locked room murder.
Silence!
Nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle knows what the statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while it was still locked tight. Sorry, but I heard about the statue from the Alderman Kyubi. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Ultimate's dead. Looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend. Apollo! You mind if I wring his neck? Lay in line, because I'm going first. A temper. Anyway. Mayor will never nonsense. The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions. Tisk. Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. Excuse me? I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps this fragrance will help the blossom within you bloom. You like that, didn't you? Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on with your testimony before I slice you with a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wits with attorney here is utter nonsense. But he did admit such nonsense. You'd be arrested, wouldn't you? Yes, it's true. I would be a sacrifice upon the altar of justice despite my innocence. What a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It is a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you in that vexing visage of yours, then... Yes, I know. I get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, should the mayor admit to the offense's nonsense, I will make good on my threat and... we'll expose the truth behind Temataro. And just how did you learn of the so-called truth behind Temataro? Alderman Hubie told me all about it, the secrets of the Forbidden Chamber, and the truth behind Temataro. Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle? Because of the Alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much, he shared the secrets with me. Wait, did he threaten the Alderman in addition to the mayor? Don't tell me that's how he learned how to open the Forbidden Chamber. Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Temataro. And that would ruin... say... Do not gaze upon Temataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that the village superstition say? Exactly. Telling others what Temataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Was that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo. And that truth is, Temataro is a great, inspiring fortune. And that's what the whole battle over Nanta's Vale is all about. Temataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it. Only that it's the greatest get-rich chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. So there's an amazing treasure in there. Could Temataro actually be Forbidden Chamber treasure? Telling the villagers that Temataro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Well, it seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Now Temo looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Temataro exists. That's why the secrets must be protected. As long as Temataro exists, huh? Mr. Bell, please add that statement to your testimony. I'm just doing it as long as it exists. So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Temataro. Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful. And this is LaBelle. Yes, you don't say. As long as Temataro exists, huh? How's the mayor supposed to admit to his secret identity now? Well, we have to find a way to make him say it, or our entire case unravels. There must be a hole in LaBelle's testimony somewhere. Yeah, there's that statue. Present the really...
Objection!
Statue. My thief. Mr. LaBelle, what if Temataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If a Temataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Temataro no longer exists. I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I proved that Temataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that Temataro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, Master Thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. You. my beautiful golden Temataro was... The greed inspired by Temataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tema? The tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Temataro, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Temataro's true form? Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Temataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot is my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tematown. The drive the villagers mad with greed to that great fortune. There was a great revealed battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon the village, a curse of ruin. Thus, it was the yokai Temataro come to be. The Temataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Temataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there's no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold. Well, you know what they say, the love of money is the root of all evil. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing to Ninetales Vale, a thing so terrible that Temataro, monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our existence. Tematown would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Temataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No! Don't do it! Please, no! Gone, you demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me. And that means Jinxie. Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the Amazing Ninetales mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was gonna reveal his secret identity on Kyuubi that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it? It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman. Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than the Bell scheme. You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Cock! True facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman Kyuubi. The Florent LaBelle did. How dare you, peasant? Oh, no!
Silence!
Justice Stoneham. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What does this guy want now? Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. And you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake. As you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. But there, oh right, let's see, some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword. You will live and die by the evidence you hold. My swift-bladed judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence. Oh shoot, I'm on autoplay. No wonder. You don't have any. Yes. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma's innocence. Here comes justice! Let's review the facts. Oh jeez, this is new. Most damning evidence against the mayor was a crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the other man was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. As we know now, of course, we were way off. Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Daomi and Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks. Has any other evidence found outside the crime scene prove any clues? White hair inside. So we thought it was that, but he changes his... I did a mask. Oh, I know! The Amazing Ninetales mask is found washed up along the river. There are clues that I have. That mask hold. The magic golden further got stuck, but there's also the white hair. What about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Florent LaBelle. Oh right, that hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. That mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Kyuubi. Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so... That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence!
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type, because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Black Quill, it's you who has me the fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found? It was washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, the last piece of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles. The thing that left, Kula Mi Level. Hair color that washes out.
Take that!
Father. That's... Huh? What is that? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. Wash that with just water. Her will also recall that the amazing Ninetales mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that Preening Peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. The white hair in the mask is conclusive evidence of proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it. We both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Kyubi. You peasant! How dare you! My friend, my business is something to serve you like an Alderman! Oh, I make up! I was not prepared. Not had the breath for that. Hello, this is the bell. What? The project is off? This is the bell. The sponsors have pulled out? The bell speaking. I'm fired. I'm no longer Mayor Tema's aide. Hello, this is the bell. What? There's a stratosphere of damages claim against me? $100 million. I'm finished. Washed up. Stick a fork at me. I'm done. This is preposterous. Simon Blackquill, defeated. Order, order, order in the court. Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. Must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like the other lawyer, that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait, was that a compliment? That was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackquill, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? The face man is withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenma Taro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. The bill set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. The efforts of the amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why it would go after the gold in the first place. Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such a veracity. Too bad for him, someone else had gone to it first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declare the verdict. This court finds defendant Dami and Tenma not guilty. Court is adjourned. Okay, really split. This is the two videos. April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court. There. Defendant lobby number 3. That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. And I didn't see that coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Temataro from Nine-Tails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How much LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? Could have set it up so the mayor murdered the other men that died from a counterattack. I will remove at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too. I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Nine-Tails' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the Amazing Nine-Tails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. The Amazing Nine-Tails was just killed, he'd die a hero, but if he was proven a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right, then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot! Most excellent job clearing my name. Feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval. Why are you acting like Temataro again? Let this be of no concern to you. Okay, not concerned. Temataro, be gone! God! Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you. Oh, but you're finally back. Yes, it would seem Temataro is no match for you. Haha, haha. I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. You got in action and it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Nine-Tails will have to retire, though. Aww, how come? Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Nine-Tails, my fan base will nosedive. Well, I'm not the most popular people. I'm the reason for my secret identity. I don't see how it could possibly continue. I think you misjudged yourself. Take a look outside. Same. Now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there? Big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they wanted to get a glimpse of Mayor Dami and Tenma, that man behind the mask. Let's root for your return to the wrestling ring. Rooting for me, but I thought it was nothing more than a factor in their eyes. The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa. Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this. Have your mask back.
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Nine-Tails Vale forever!
Nine-Tails, 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 Nine-Tails.
I sure hope they can settle the problem between Tematown and Nine-Tails Vale. Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, The blackmailer slash killer is behind bars and the murder is no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I expect Ninetales Veil will be too. It's all because we believed in our client, just like you said. Okay, people! Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Why keep eating, Apollo? Arya might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too. Women grow before men. Anyway. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time! Keep eating like that and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Like, it's just a hormones thing. Like, anyway, enough of that. Very funny. I've got a whole leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. How is— Ha! Just let him try to stick on me! Alright, already, you two. Let's go get before the old man closes shop. Alden's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know? I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for? The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay! Thanks, boss! I'm gonna let you down. He has no idea what she's getting into. These noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seems so distant and so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Temis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. And yay! We did it! Let's save here. So, that does wrap up this case. Oh my gosh. Ah, my voice. Ah. I'm gonna get something to eat, not from Eldon's Noodles. Because, you know, that's in the game. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps with keeping content like this and more. Found links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. Thank you again for watching. Thank you, Capcom Creators, for the code. Until next time, this is Renee signing out. Bye!